I'm Flint Long. So good to see you. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things that hold you back, especially if you're a beginner at Boogie Woogie. Now, the first thing is very important. It's important to remember that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because if you're not home by that time, brother, you're in serious trouble. Okay, the first thing that holds us back as Boogie Woogie players is to drop the left hand when we're practicing. In other words, what I don't want to hear is this. Let's take this simple pattern. Good one for beginners. Okay. This is what I don't want to hear. Okay, hold on. Just a second here. Hold on. Okay, we don't want that. What I'd rather hear is the right hand alone, playing all 12 bars right solid with shifting chord positions smoothly. Now, it's not a question of speed. Anybody can move their hand fast. That's not the problem is accuracy and precision and knowing where you're going. Here's a trick. Here's something that I do. When I'm on the G position, I use my little finger as like a pointer or something to aim for that C. So when I'm here, I kind of aim with this to get me back there. And then when I'm moving up, same thing, kind of. Got to fix that C one of these years. So you can get used to doing that. Now, it's very important to go real slow and change the chords accurately and at the right time. No hesitation. No pauses. Aim with the little finger. I'd rather hear this with no right hand at all, and get that to where you can change smoothly and with precision and with ease. Okay, that's the first thing, and very, very important. The second thing is not practicing a little bit every day if you possibly can, almost every day, because the body-mind connection makes that association with the keyboard. In other words, your fingers are going to say, oh yeah, that's where I was yesterday. I remember that position. Whereas if you don't practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, finally Sunday rolls around and you practice for 2 hours. That's not as good. That's not so good. You want your body, which is the fingers, you want your fingers to associate those positions with a daily, in other words, the interval between playing is going to be less. And so your body's going to be more comfortable reaching for those positions, and the brain's going to reinforce that. Even 5 minutes per day, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say that, even 5 minutes per day of practice, almost every day if possible, will help you far more than practicing 2 hours on one day and then skipping many days. Okay, so now let's look at the third thing. The third thing is not setting goals. We have to know where we're going. We have to know what we're striving for, or else we're like the pilot in the airplane who's flying, but he doesn't know where he's going to land. So we want to know what we're after. If I show you the mother of all licks, which I have a tutorial on this, and by the way, this lick is in my 101 of the best blues and boogie woogie licks. It's $30 on my website, flintlong.com. That lick. Let's say you can't play that right now, but you want to play it. Give yourself a week, and every day you're going to practice it a little bit. At the end of that week, you'll know that you're going to get there, and at the end of the week, you'll be there. You'll be playing that lick, and you'll be swinging. I won't So anyway, so set goals. That is the third thing. And the fourth thing is ignoring technique. It's really important. Most of us boogie woogie players don't have a heavy classical background, you know, and it's really important for us to borrow a couple of pages from the classical songbook, so to speak, and learn a couple of things that they do. One of them is crossing the thumb under. And the other one is crossing the hand over like this. That's important because when we're playing those red hot licks, I know you want to learn these licks like... I know you want to learn those. So a good way to get there is to practice the scales. I know this sounds weird, but practice the C major scale 1 octave. Watch what happens when we practice the C major scale. Our thumb turns under in the right hand. The hand turns over in the left hand. Thumb turns under in the left hand. The right hand, the hand turns over. Practicing that one simple octave, that one simple scale will give you flexibility. It'll give you accuracy. It'll give you confidence in moving your hand over the thumb and your thumb under the hand. So it'll prepare you for doing those hot licks. Billy Preston lick. That lick is also in my book, $30, 101 of the best blues and boogie woogie licks. But to do that lick, you're gonna want flexibility in the wrist, and you're gonna want to be able to cross your hand over to do those kinds of things. And I had to learn this stuff too. And so doing that scale pays dividends. If you want to play it real pretty, do this. Imagine that you're playing it with the right hand only for the first 2 notes. Watch. When you get here, start with the left hand. It's pretty, isn't it? It's prettier that way. So practice the scale and learn that is important. Okay, and then the last thing is a little bit, I kind of mentioned it before, which is slow practice. It's important to practice real slow and get your positions accurate and change them at the right time. Don't try to rush, and don't allow yourself to hesitate as you're changing positions in the left hand. And in the right hand too, it's important to practice real slow. You'll get speed and you'll be playing fast, I promise. But it's not going to happen because you practiced fast. You're going to learn to play fast because you practice slow. I know that sounds ironic. How could that be? But it's true, and I know from experience. I want you to practice super slow. If it's a lick that I showed you, like... I'd rather you practice it like this. And get it super accurate and precise and clean. Do that, and you're playing before in a couple of weeks or a few weeks. You know, you're going to be playing it real fast, just the way you want. So slow practice, and those are the 5 things that I want you to think about when you're practicing and when you're setting your goals, and you will become the boogie woogie pianist that you want to be. You'll get there, and all of us have trouble working our hands together. The coordination, all of us have trouble with new licks, all of us struggle, and I wish I could show you sometime all the hours I've spent frustrated and thinking I'm never going to get it, and then sometime it comes. Why? Because we stayed with it, we set our goals, we knew where we were going. I want you to be the boogie woogie player that you want to be, and I'll help you. Thanks. Take care.